Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Today is the first episode of the Marvel vs. DC Explained series, as where I take one Marvel character, one DC character, and I explain how they would fight and who would win. Today's matchup is Spider-Man versus Batman. This is a very popular matchup. Death Battle did a video on this. I know a lot of people would say Batman versus Captain America. Don't get it. The only similarities they have is that they both fight good. That's literally it. Besides them being heroes and the leader of their own teams, sometimes. But this seems a little more, makes a little more sense because they're both people who lost their parents and all that. But explaining how they will fight. So Batman would, in my honest opinion, I think Batman would win by a long margin because he has the superior intellect and he has all the gadgets and stuff. Like if Spider-Man had a certain weakness, I'm pretty sure Batman would take advantage of that, but Spider-Man really doesn't. But Spider-Man's powers are super strength, super senses. He has his spider sense. He has his web shooters. He can climb on walls, of course. So this will be different from Fictional Fatals, which I'm still trying to do episode 5. But let's explain. So Spider-Man doesn't really have a fighting style. He more of just does whatever hurts. Not him, his opponents. Unless you're like a different universe version of Spider-Man, which you probably would have different fighting styles. Batman has trained in over basically every martial arts in existence. Um, so yeah. Now Batman has a lot of gadgets to combat Spider-Man's powers. So let's say Spider-Man is in the darkness. Batman could use his detective vision from the Arkham games or his sonar sight from the Dark Knight and stuff. Um, Also, I think Spider-Man Spider Sense works on sound. I could be wrong about that, but if it is, I would say Batman could use one of those batarangs that are really loud. Um, Also, a thing I just noticed that they have the exact same villains if you think about it. They have the exact same villains. Because we got Sandman and Clayface, and we got Killer Croc and the Lizard, and we got Green Goblin and the Joker. Those are coming. And Black Cat and Catwoman, all that. So, also, if you've seen any of those, fan edited Marvel vs. DC trailers, just because people want Marvel vs. DC as, a movie. If you've seen those, there's always a scene where Batman throws his batarangs, and they take the scene from the 2002 Spider-Man Sam Raimi film, is where he dodges the Goblin's weird bat things. So they always do that. Batman has grappling hook, which Spider-Man could probably easily dodge. Also, Batman has Batmobile, which does have its own gadgets. Batman could also use knockout gas. I imagine a scene is where Batman throws a bunch of smoke pellets on the ground. Spider-Man's looking around, and then Batman rises behind him, and it looks creepy and cool at the same time. I always imagine that. Also, Spider-Man has his symbiote, Venom, so he could use that to fight Batman. If not, the Iron Spider or like the multitude of other suits he makes just for like specific purposes, like the spider armor, the electric insulated suit, all that, the bulletproof suit, the big time suit, all those, those are just a few costumes I listed off. Another thing is, Batman could call an Azrael. Like, I have an ideas where, like, Spider-Man uses Venom, and, like, Batman's wounded on the ground and stuff. Like, he has to heal and stuff, so he calls in Azrael, Azbat, in his, Nightfall outfit. And since Azrael has, like, these fire gauntlets that would, like, help take on Black Suit Spider-Man. Also, yet again, Batman has a superior intellect. He's on the level of Lex Luthor. Uh, he's smarter than Mr. Terrific, though, which is, like, one of the most smartest people in the Earth, in the world, in the DC universe. And one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe is Reed Richards, which not even Tony Stark levels up with. Um, you know, so I don't know if there's any like feats that they have. Like I know Batman's bomb feat is bigger than Spider-Man's bomb feat, because Spider-Man's bomb feat only destroyed the top of a building, while Batman's bomb feat was an entire nuke. So I know that. I know Batman is very resistant to damage, as the Marvel vs. DC comic book puts it, which I find very hilarious for some reason. But Death Battle made an episode on this. This is not why I'm teaming them. I'm not. That's not why I'm pitting them up against each other. Honestly, I like this more than Batman vs. Captain America, like I said, and I really like it more than Spider-Man vs. Superboy. I know the reason why they put them up against each other is because they were both clones. Because that was Ben Reilly's Sensational Spider-Man. But, like, no. Also, Batman has, like, a bunch of armors he could use. Like, he could make a special armor just to combat, Spider-Man if he was like Tony Stark, is where he can't do crap with his normal suit, and he has to make, like, the Hulkbuster. And the Thorbuster, which is basically the Hulkbuster, but it's made for Thor. So, yeah, I picture this fight going. I'm not gonna, like, say out every detail, like my Fictional Fatal episodes, but is where, like, Spider-Man, this is gonna be, like, a very similar version of the Ben Affleck Batman, where he brands criminals. So Spider-Man, like, shows up behind Batman, he's, like, at a crime scene, and he's like, so you're the person who's been branding criminals. And Batman was, like, talking to Alfred, and he was like, I gotta go. So, all that, and then they fight. He breaks Spider-Man's arm. Spider-Man gets symbiote. He gets wounded very badly. He calls an Azrael. Do that. And then I have versions of Batman fighting versions of Spider-Man. So, Spider-Man Noir versus Batman Gotham by Gaslight. Spider-Man 2099 versus Batman Beyond. Not Nightfall. Flashpoint Batman versus, Superior Spider-Man. Which is better than, the Azrael versus Superior Spider-Man. Just why? There's all that, and there's also, like, all the female battles, like, Spider-Girl versus Batgirl. And I think I put... No, I put Spider-Gwen up against Huntress. And I think I put Batwoman against Spider-Woman. I think. So, that's just the battle explained. If I really want to go in detail, I would actually, like, look stuff up. But, this is just a quick first episode. I'm going to do Iron Man versus Superman next, which I know that's a Fictional Fatals episode that I'm going to be also doing. But these are just explained things. So, there's a bunch of series is on my channel I have to continue, but, here we go. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry for the picture. That's, like, too close up. I found it, I liked it, but like the little image thing was like terrible. So sorry about that, but see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.